Once upon a long night, after a hard ride, somewhere in Bethlehem, a baby breaks the silence, sweetly he's crying, I am Emmanuel. Then angels gave him music, shepherds gave reverence, and a message to the land. A widow held him cherished, but God, he became a man. But oh, Lamb of God, oh, Prince of Peace, what tribute shall I bring to worship thee? I have no gold to lay at your feet. So Lamb of God, I offer.
What do you say the year is for? For hearing. Are you hearing it? What did he say? Okay. I said there is another one, but at your level you may not understand. We say that it's also for balancing. Okay? For balancing. Like when you are falling and you are going this way, you try to raise your hand so that you will stand well. It's the ear that helps you. Is that okay? So you say it's for hearing and balancing. Is that okay? Now, what else did we say? What else did we say? They are listening to you. Hey, are you hearing? Are you listening? What else did we say about the wax? The wax yes.
For one person to say
It said very important. We said that it is not death. Is that okay? Are you listening? Those of you who are not here.
I can't tell if you're
It is not death, okay? We call it wax. How do you spell the wax? Okay, X as in xylophone. So wax. Is that okay? And yes. That it has properties. One of the properties is that it serves as what? A lubricant. Is that okay? Yes. Now, we said that if you have something, let's say a nut and bowl, something that is hard, you want to open. So the oil will serve as a lubricant. Is that okay? Yes. Are you listening? Yes. I will ask you questions. So the wax is a lubricant. It lubricates the ear. Is that okay? So if you remove the wax, the ear will become dry. Now when the ear becomes dry, it will start itching. You'll start having pain. And sometimes it will even be discharging. Is that okay? What is the other property of the wax? We said we gave two properties. What's the other property? Yes, it does. Very good. We said that it has what we call antibacterial effect. Have you heard of bacteria before? Those of you there, have you heard about bacteria? Hey, look there.
Hey!
Yeah, you know, JSS or class? Class 6. Have you heard of bacteria before? Yes. What? Have you heard of bacteria before?
What is bacteria? What is bacteria? The classes. Classes. What is bacteria?
Hello.
What of you?
Hello. You said you've heard bacteria before, so what is bacteria?
What of you should volunteer? Glasses.
So we say it has antibacteria, and there's another one, antifungal effect. So it fights against bacteria and fungus. Is that okay? So when you remove it, okay, you are removing that property of the ear, which is the lubrication, and then the antibacterial and antifungal effect. The body has its own way of cleaning the ear. Is that okay? So those of you here, I said that we have what do we have in our mouth? Saliva. If you don't, your mouth is dry, what will happen to your mouth? It will smell. And you have some water on your eye. If the water is not there, your eye will do what? Yes, it will be dry, it will itch you, and it will pain you. Is that okay? The ear too, that is how God has made it. Is that okay? As you chew, as you open your mouth, it has a way, it will fall out. It cleans itself. Is that okay? So we said there are some things we put in the ear. What are the things that we said we have been putting in the ear? Yes. pen cover stick. Give me more. Bunches. Yes. Feather. Very good. What again? If I know that. What? Broomstick. Paper. We brought the paper and put in our ear. And keys. So you stop it, okay? You don't have to touch the wax in your ear. So I said that sometimes when you buy something, ear drum. I said that those of you who play drums, so that when you cover the drum, you will not get the sound wall. So when the wax builds up, as you have pushed it, and it covers the eardrum, when they talk, you will not hear. When you in class, the teacher talks, you can't hear. So that one, we will have to watch it for you. So when you come, hey, stop that. So when you come and then I look into your ear and I realize you have it in your ear, you will go and oil it with what? What did I say you used to oil your ear? Olive oil. And you come to the hospital and then we'll wash it for you. Is that okay? But if you have any problem, any ear pain, any itching, as you come, you tell us. Is that okay? All right.
Are you okay? So, what do you learn about the eye? This please. About the eye. You, the one with the eye.
They said the eye is used to see.
Another person. Hurry up, the time is going a minute. Okay, this place. What do you learn about the eye? Hello.
Hi.
What are you doing?
We don't use sharp objects on the eye.
We don't use sharp objects on the eye. That's very good. Yeah. How do you?
You have to wash your eyes 5 times.
Fine. Yes. Yeah. Hurry up. I know you know. You tell me that's all you know. Oh, don't be big. Stop. This group. Okay, I know. You shouldn't play with stick. If you play with stick, what do the stick do? Your eye will pain you. You hit your eye, and then your eye will pain you.
The eye contains a good liquid. That is the recommendation for microorganisms.
Yeah. You shouldn't use this broomstick to prick your friend's eye. Are you hearing me?
Yes. They are talking.
We are talking there. Hey, you have this thing. What is it?
Have you started the end of term exam? How is your exam to write?
The eye. See. And then the ear will come. So, we talk about the eye. We say the eye, that's what we used to do. It's not replaceable. If you use it, you can't replace it. Because of these people, that's what we are talking about. Listen very well. When you lose your eye, you can't replace it. So it's a very precious thing that God has given to us. You've seen the blind people before. When they lose their eye, they can't see. You have to be walking with a stick. So there are things to do and things not to do. Things that we are not to do is don't play with a broomstick. Don't play with pen. Don't play with any sharp object. And then don't use blows. Don't use don't throw stones. Because when you throw stones, it hits your friend's eye. You cannot replace the eye. You hear me? And then things that you are supposed to do to have a good eye is to wash your face about 5 times a day. Because our environment is dusty. And then we throw things around. So they breed up this microorganism. And since the eye is open, is the eye not open? Yeah, it opens for you to see. So it collects the dust. When the dust is raising, it settles inside the eye and grow microorganisms. So when you grow microorganisms, then the eye will start itching you. So you have to keep your environment clean. You have to keep yourself clean, and then wash your face 5 times a day. And then if you have any problem, I also said that there is the back of the eye have so many scratches, and all these scratches can get disease. When you get disease, the eye will pain you. That is the fluid inside that makes the eyeball or ball look like a ball, the blood vessels, the tissue. It has so many scratches. It's not only the front part of the eye. The eye has the back part. In the picture, even I have another picture I can show you. This is also the eye. Yeah? This is how the eye is. And then fixed into the cavity inside. So we are looking at only the front part. And this is the back. You see, it has different. You have the nerves, the blood vessels, and then the muscles that hold it in position so that it will not fall like a mountain. So if any of this got disease, the eye will pain you. And then you don't need to stay in the house if your eye is paining you. Okay? You people there, can you hear me? Okay, when I finish, I'll ask you a question. So the back part of the eye is very important, as well as the front part. When something is happening at the back, you cannot see it with your naked eye. That's why it's very important to report when your eye is paining you, so that we know whether it's happening at the front or the disease is happening at the back, so that you don't become blind. Okay? And then we all need our eyes to study and go further and become hot. And become hot. Ministers and hot. Thank you.
You stop that thing also. Is that okay? Some of you have been doing it, isn't it? When your friends are sleeping, you go and put things in their ear. You don't do that again. Is that okay?
And the chalk and then
the chalk and then the crayon and then the
crayon inside the ear. Okay.
Just tell me your name.
I'm Nancy Faustina.
And where you work?
And I work at the eye department. And then we do the vision to know how the patient, the children are seeing. Whether if they are sitting in the classroom, they can see far, or when they are sitting in front, before they can see.
Okay.
So we are doing this one to know between the people who are seeing shortly and people who are seeing longer.
I can see some alphabets here. Can you demonstrate what is their purpose?
Okay, all this one indicates how the person is saying. If the person is able to read from the top up to the down here.
Okay.
Okay, then if the person is able to read up to the down here, which means the person can see longer.
I can see the student stands at a distance.
Okay.
Is it any estimated distance or it is calculated?
It has been calculated. It should be 6 feet.
Okay.
To the reading.
Okay. So it's not any other distance at all?
No. It has been calculated. That is 6 feet.
Oh, okay.
internal, and then to the external ear. That's the canal. That's how far we can go.
That is what you do on this table? Okay.
Do you have any problem?
Asking some few questions.
All right.
I would like you to walk me through the process that will go on your table here as it comes one after the other.
The first process.
Karen, I just want us to just educate us as they come one after what we are doing over here on your table. As they come here.
When they come here?
Yes.
Okay, in the first place, you have to check your vision.
Okay.
You want to know the vision that the person carry before you start checking the eye.
Okay.
So first you go and do the reading.
Okay.
To know the vision that the person has.
Okay.
Because we have some people short-sighted and long-sighted. So you would like to know whether the person in natural state is having short sight or long sight.
Very good. So it means this student has already gone through that process of taking the readings.
The reading, yeah. Visual acuity.
Okay. Yeah. So what next? As he has come here.
This is the time I'm going to use the ophthalmoscope to examine the eye.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Whether there's any
other. Okay. So he has been examined. Okay. So that is a complete process for one person. Thank you very much.
Ask of you one thing that we desire, that as we worship you, Lord, come and change our lives.